This has to be a YN. The Grim Reaper's waiting outside your door. And he's not going to use that scythe to slice that hoagie that's sitting in front of you. Hold on for dear life, Don. You're going to outlive him. You know that. The doctors told you you're going to outlive him. Well, every day I see you eat out of a trough. What are we talking about here? Put the camera down. Would you take Dawn on a date? Would you take her to see a movie? I'm sure I don't know what she watches. Maybe one of the World Tour one of the Trolls movies. Or maybe one of the Trolls movies is in theaters. Take her to see that. Big closer. Will and Dawn are at it again. It's very, very likely that they reported Lemon Party and reported me. I can't prove it. I wish I could. But they made a video addressing all the rumors that have been going on. They've been getting a lot of heat since the Adam the Woo thing. Talking about their finances and everything else. And let me just tell you something, folks. They definitely watched the video. They definitely saw my thing I did about them, about the Adam the Woo thing and making it about themselves. Yank My Woo covered it. They all covered it. And it really got to them and fucked them up. And I got good timestamps here. I got good shit. It's time to go deep on Will and Dawn, folks. As you know, I got the evidence, I got the timestamps, I got the ability to back everything up here. Okay? Now, obviously, I can't prove anything, but sometimes, because I go from, Alex Jones to Jeff Dye to other people that I think, well, what about... Portnoy's got nothing to do with this. Gelman's probably... I know he is... he doesn't like me. I think he's still kind of cut up about me. But, he's doing ketamine. He's taking Molly. He's rolling around in his backyard on TikTok for 12-year-olds. It's really sad. If you've kept up with anything going on in Gelman's career, it's really, really dark. Post Stranger Things, it's going to be it'll be looking through the glass darkly, as they say. So we look forward to that, obviously. I look forward to his descent into a drug-addled madness. But right now, we have I want to say the bedrock of the fun hate of Lemon Party, this show, the whole thing. Will and Dawn are these two big pillars holding it up. Good and evil. I don't know where we would be without them. I want to thank them. They're hearing this. They're listening because I'm on their radar in some respect. Because I know you responded to my video. Will, you did a walk and talk we're about to get through, and you're talking about me breaking you down. And again, all these people, they think I'm the bully, and I'm not. You guys are the bullies. You guys are the mean ones. Did David bully Goliath when he struck him in the forehead with that stone? Is that what happened? Is that how the story goes? I don't think so. I don't think so. This is just the little guy getting his revenge, okay? I'm the voice for the voiceless. Will Don, I sift through your comment section. I see nothing but praise, and I know it's picked clean. It's like a Marine's bunk. It's spotless. I go in the comment section. Nothing but love. Nothing but praise. No criticism. No nothing. Bots. Bots. As far as the eye can see. That's what I call them. They're not bots. These are real people that Oh, I want to know what the Johnny Carino's in Pigeon Forge is like. I've only been to the Johnny Carino's in Knoxville. Will and Don went to the Johnny Carino's in Pigeon Forge. Let's see if it's the same. Oh, the prices look similar. You know, the type of people that brush their tooth before they go to bed? It's those types. Will and Don are the Steven Spielberg of the YouTube Illuminati in my mind. It all goes back to Will. He is a sick individual. And up until recently, I don't think he had seen a damn thing I've done. Somehow, my light has not touched his darkness. But I think Yank My Woo, then thank you, Yank My Woo. And I don't know if they'll ever see this again because I'm not allowed on YouTube anymore. Maybe because of Will. Hopefully people share this far and wide on YouTube. All uncut, of course. Will, I know you saw my video. I know I got to you. I got my hook in you. And I'm going to get you in the boat. I'm not giving up without a fight, Will. I got you on the line, and I'm going to reel you in. I got 300-pound tests on this son of a bitch. And I got a boat big enough for the two of you motherfuckers. And I'm not going nowhere. I'm not going anywhere, my friend. Let's roll the tape. Here we go. We have a walk and talk from the great Will and Don. And as soon as I saw this, I just had some sort of spidey sense. This was 2 weeks ago. We were supposed to talk about it last week, but I got kicked off YouTube. Here we are addressing rumors, how we make money on YouTube. Remember, these are all things I said. Will, next time you want to upload a video, just send it to me or Yank My Woo in the South. Just make it unlisted and send us it via email. The only people you're addressing, pal, is us. I'm the huntsman, bitch, and you're not going to fly me. Okay? The hounds seek you, my friend. They got your scent.
And that's what we're hoping to have this year.
Now, Mount Ton of Fun. This is where they go for walks. It's aptly named.
Tons of fun.
They're still doing the, like, we're trying to exercise or whatever that means. You
here
know?
in Sevierville, at the Sevierville Park here. And they do have a pool here. It's open in the summer. I got a nice little water slide, and it's cheap. It's like, I don't know, I think it's under $10 a person. It might have went up. It's been a while since we've been to the community pool. This is an alternative if you're coming to the Smokies.
So that's how it starts, and I'm like, well, he's not covering me. Why is he just filming a child's playground? It's very strange. But then once minute 9, he kind of buries all this stuff in the middle of his video. Like he doesn't want to call attention. Someone's saying Ben Will would maul you in real life. Very true. It might be, you know, like a bear where you got to act really big and loud. He could take one swipe at me. Or maybe if he'd approach me, you know, maybe I could distract him with a big pot of honey. I throw off the way, get his head stuck in it. But once we get to 1940, they start talking about, and I did not know this was coming. Will has been going to the doctor. Apparently, and I'm not making this up. I would never make this up. You're going to hear it from his mouth himself. We start off hearing that Will went to the doctor recently, and he's kept it from us, but he's having pretty bad health problems. And his friends that are his age have been passing away. Very, very dark stuff. Very dark. And obviously, it's exactly what I'm looking for, you know?
I don't see that being until maybe in the summertime or something like that.
Here we go.
And so many of you guys...
So he's so filled with shame. When people are filled with shame, they often hide their appearance. They might wear something, a hat down low. They might grow their hair out. They want to cover their eyes in some way when they feel shame. Will, when he's talking about these subjects and addressing the rumors that aren't true, that are an apt critique of his soul, the very face of his being, he turns the camera away. He doesn't even want us to look at him. Why? Because he's lying. Because he's lying. So he films an empty field. And Dawn has been put through the ringer. She has been abused this whole morning. She is very, very tired and ready to go home. He may have taken a few whacks at her, too. He goes, Don, he picks up a stick and throws it. He goes, go play fetch. Go on, go chase the stick. Go on
Eiffel
and get
Tower
it.
out there. I want to check out, and when I do some more Memphis, we want to get some of that Memphis
Get to
barbecue.
Get to it, fatty.
But in moderation, because we're going to talk about that next in our channel.
They want to do the Memphis barbecue, but in moderation. What's the matter with it? I mean, what's the matter with some brisket? Some potatoes. It's not pretty good for you. You guys eat it between two giant loaves of bread, a big, Route 66 ounce cup of sauce on it, cornbread. You guys can't control yourselves. That's the problem, but here we go. Let's hear him out. This is his dilemma for the new year. He wants to keep eating, but the eating is going to be his undoing. It's going to kill him.
In moderation, and we're going to talk about health. It's probably
nice.
one of the biggest questions we get. Nice.
I love getting lectures like that. Isn't that great? Oh, yes, I attended Satan's lecture on morality. And then right after that, I listened to Will's speech about health. Excellent, yes. Who would know better?
Also, the one that you'll get ridiculed.
A man who hasn't drank water in 16 years is going to tell me what steps are needed to be healthy.
It's also the one that you'll get ridiculed. Everybody has their opinion, and it could fill up a comment section within minutes. So we are here at
big ego. So now here we go. Can't look us in the eye. Here we
50,
go. Right here.
And so many of you guys have shown concern for our health.
It's just an imp.
I just want you all to know we do have doctors. We do see them. In fact, I see my doctor every couple months because I do have high blood pressure.
This is the first time it's been revealed to us. They are, like the doctor's saying, hey, if this doesn't change, there might not be another opportunity. He's been hearing this for months. On his channel, they go on cruises. I mean, they have a beer bong. They're putting mac and cheese in. They're taking laps in the gravy boat. Will's dipping his mouth in the chocolate fountain. They're not slowing down by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, Will sleeps in a goddamn cotton candy machine. Guy lays his head on a bag of cotton candy he gets at the fair. They haven't slowed down. That is crazy to not slow down at all when your doctor's telling you, like, hey, it's, your friends are all dying? Well.
And they monitor that as well.
Let me tell you something.
I do also have a couple small health concerns too.
The fact that he led was small like that and he can't look in the camera, you know it's big. Something is really wrong with his heart. Or he may have had a pulmonary embolism and it was like in his leg or something. Who God only knows.
I just don't want to share with everybody because, you know, people are very, very judgmental.
Will, we know you're unhealthy. You look like Rudolph. Will, your face glows in the dark, my friend. You could be an automaton at the state fair. You're something to be wound up. You are a cacodemonic wind-up toy from some child's nightmare. You have the type of face, Will, that I have only seen on miniature golf courses. You have a big open mouth and I putt right through your teeth. This isn't breaking news. Will, every day I see you eat out of a trough. What are we talking about here? You think you're disclosing any information to us?
On everything, and they can be very mean and stuff. It's nothing to worry about, but it's something that if I don't start to pay attention to now as I get older, my 60s, my 60s, 70s, and 80s or something, it could become
there's no 80s
a big problem, and I've been working on that. In 2026, I really want to make it a goal.
There's no 80s.
To try to make our health a little bit better. I do know that we're probably going to fail along the way.
Would you guys stop talking about Don's pussy in the chat? By the way, I'm trying to focus. It does not grip like a corporate handshake. Y'all wild for that one. It's probably the same as like a frog fleshlight of some kind. You guys have seen that video of the guy getting his dick sucked by that koi? Isn't he like in a koi pond getting his dick sucked? It's probably something like that.
To try to make our health a little bit better.
You guys,
I do know that.
Here we go. Right here.
We're probably going to fail along the way. We are probably going to, be criticized for it, or all that as well.
Weird to be going into a diet knowing it's not going to be successful. Why even try? Yeah, we're going to diet. We know we're not going to diet, though. But we're going into a diet. We know we're not going to diet. So you're not doing anything. So you're going to fail. You just said you know you're going to fail, so you're not doing it. So what's the announcement? Seriously, what is the announcement here? Hey, guys, just a little announcement. We're not going to do anything. And we're going to change nothing. Anyway, I just thought we'd let people know there's going to be some changes around here. Nothing's going to change.
Part of our channel here, one of the biggest things we do on our channel is food reviews and things like that. And
there's plenty of good foods to eat. You don't have to... you don't have to go to Dolly Parton's restaurant and take a bath in pizza sauce. You can have a vegetable or some fruit every now and then, No one is asking that no one's asking you sit in a big teacup and get cornbread thrown at you. You guys need to really calm down. It's getting crazy. Dawn looks like something that washed up on shore. Sometimes I see her, I'm like, is she even alive? She's got eyes like an old Branzino sometimes. They're cloudy. I'm like, I don't even think I'd make some Chinese soup out of her. No coincidence, Will is very red. Very red. Cherry red. Cherry red, like an old classic car. because he sucks all the life and blood out of his precious partner, Dawn. Dawn is pale, Will is red. He takes it all from her. He takes it all. Dawn had a channel once where she did stuff on her own. It was very interesting. She didn't know how to use... in one video, she was making some sort of a strawberry shortcake thing, but she didn't know how to use whipped cream. Very strange, those two. Very, 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 very weird how they kind of... sometimes it feels like it's their 2001 A Space Odyssey, where they're... But it's just like, there's not an obelisk there. It's just like a shoe they're trying to tie. Very weird.
And we kind of like to show you the different foods and tell you as much as we can and tell you so much, get as much information as we can from an outing at a restaurant. Mm-hmm. And from this point going...
What if I went to a restaurant and I wanted to know what the healthy food tastes like? What about that? Are you assuming everybody's going and getting the worst? Stop acting like it's on the behalf of the people.
It might change a whole lot, You
guys don't have to go to McDonald's and review the Grinch meal. You guys don't have to go to McDonald's and get the green gorilla meal. Tavis from Pendeo Type had a really funny tweet about the Grinch. Connor showed me when we were in Austin. It was really funny about that green gorilla. Shout out to Thomas, very funny guy. Here we go.
We will still do food reviews, but Dawn and I might share a meal, and we might not be able to give you the full perspective of everything on a menu or something like that. So in 2026, I do want to get better.
You just said you were going to fail. Want and doing are two very different things, my friend. Very, very different things.
Try to make better choices when it comes to
I'll make a
choice
choice
like
for
that.
You.
So I go for blood work. I go for tests. I got problems. Dawn, tell them what you're...
I thought you said they were small. What is going on in Will's body? You know what we need? We need an Osmosis Jones style body where they go into Will's big belly of his. Oh, Mr. Geppetto. We need... Who was that? Who was in Osmosis Jones? Was it Cuba Gooding Jr.? We need Osmosis Jones to surf that black ocean in his belly. That big belly of cancer he's got.
Mike came out back negative.
He's the type of guy, he's gonna have like Civil War injuries, you think? Like they're gonna have to like saw off his nose and shit. He's gonna give himself gangrene from eating too many Hot Pockets.
Positive. Everything's good.
Everything.
I don't know how to see it negative or positive.
The doctor says you have a body of a 20-year-old.
Sheesh. What? Pause. I ain't never heard that shit before. I forgot about that part. You guys might be right about her having the Gorilla Grip. She might get on that shit like a fidget spinner. She might squeak on it like a BG. Disco ball going and everything. Who knows? It's hard to tell with Dawn. She might be the sickest girl in town. A low-down whore. A trick.
You have the stats of a 20-year-old. Me, I'm probably getting close to 60, right? So
Ooh.
I have a lot of work to do.
That is a very, very cringe and coping laugh.
Dawn's going to keep me in line. And we'll go from there.
Got the grip on it, man.
But, yeah. Dawn make a doctor for a year.
Dawn make it sticky. Dawn glaze it like batter. She's doing Cold Stone Creamery tricks down there with her hole. Putting gummy bears on it and everything. I'll allow it.
But yeah,
I'll allow it.
Dawn doesn't have to see the doctor for a year. I got to see a doctor every couple months. I think we got some surprises for everybody this year, so stay tuned to that.
Maybe it's one of those things where it stank so bad it got grip. I don't know. I want to stop thinking about it, though. Let's move on.
Some surprises for everybody this year, so stay tuned to that.
Okay.
I also want to touch base
Okay.
with just rumors.
Here we
And this
go.
is something I really don't want to address.
But I drew it out of you. And now I got you on the line. Zzz, bloop. Click, 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 click. Bzzz, gotcha. Gotcha, N-word. I got you, Will. I got you, buddy.
I don't want to address, but I do want to take a moment to address
Mazel tov.
the rumors out there.
Address them.
I had a real good
Address
friend of
them.
the
Give me
channel
what I want.
of many, many years, been watching us thick and thin, had said, Will, I think you do need to take some time.
Fake friend. No, Will doesn't have a friend that's this good, but listen to this. Listen to this yarn he spins. Like, he's not hawkish with the comments. Otherwise, there would be tons of negative comments. They got 100 channels devoted to them sucking ass. Here we
Said,
go.
Will, I think you do.
But my friend pulled me aside and said, Will, I know you don't read the comments. I do. You got to address these things, Will.
thick and thin.
I know it goes against your code to think about
Had said,
yourself
Will,
on this level. But
I think you do need to take some time and address just crap that floats around the internet. So y'all should know by now that half the stuff you hear on the internet is just
from my mouth.
it's
bitch.
not correct. It's I actually get a chuckle out of it because
Do you?
people
Am I funny, Will? Am I a clown? Do I make you laugh? Do I amuse you? Do I make you laugh, you walrus? Clap for me, spin around. You fell right into my trap. Now you're doing tricks for me. I'll give you a few peanuts if you squeak hard enough.
will bring stuff up
Let's
to us.
go.
and they'll say,
Let's
hey,
go.
I
Let's
actually-
go. Let's go.
It's just
Welcome to my
it's not
circus,
correct.
bitch.
It's I actually get a chuckle out of it because people will bring stuff up to us and they'll say, "Hey, Will, did you hear this about you?" And I'm like, "That's not even a thing. That never even happened." But there are a few I do want to touch base with. I think folks are trying to use this to like cancel us out, or
No one's
to,
canceling you. I want you to keep this up.
Try to make us look like we're trying to make us look like something that we're not.
No, you do that to yourself. I've done nothing but present the evidence. I've done nothing. It's like saying your lawyer made you commit the crime. Well, come on. You're in my show now. You're mine. I got you right where I want you. We got many shows ahead, my friend. Get that cholesterol in check because I'm not through with you yet, my friend.
I asked our longtime friend on YouTube, can you write down a list of things that I should address? And he had done that. And we're going to go over that.
He did that. Didn't happen. $1 million it didn't happen. My life. I would bet my life it didn't happen.
So one of the things as of lately is how do we make money on YouTube? And that is probably
literally exactly what I've been speculating about. I went into their finances for a very long time on that last video. And it did numbers. And Yank My Woo covered it. Thank you, Yank My Woo. You are my strongest ally. If you're ever in LA, I'll get you steak at a Taylor's Steakhouse. I'll get you some prime rib, my friend.
one of the biggest
I owe
questions.
you one. God bless you. Brother in arms.
How do we afford to do our trips?
I'll tell you.
How does that happen? And I understand a lot of folks, they want to know because, they want to, learn from that, maybe figure out how they can do that.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
And there's
up.
really two big parts of that.
Mm-hmm.
One is YouTube revenue. The second would be personal finances, personal investments.
I wonder whose video you're talking about, Will. Very interesting, Will. You can just tag me next time. I know I don't have a YouTube account anymore, but 2 weeks ago I did. You could have just mentioned me, my friend.
For us. Now, there's lots of ways you can make money on YouTube to afford to have these adventures that we have. We're not the only ones. In fact, there's a lot of creators out there who do the exact same content. And how do they make money? How do we make money?
And again, remember when he was telling the truth? Oh, I have cholesterol, I have problems with my health and everything. He turned it on. Now he's back to lying again. How else do you explain on a psychological level what's going on if he's filming the ugliest landscape I've ever seen? I mean, what is that? What is he filming? What is why can't he just turn he's a narcissist. He's obsessed. He's in love with himself. He thinks he's good looking. Why is the camera not turned on him when he's addressing these rumors? Think about it. Will thinks he's really smart, but he always has a tell, and it's the most obvious tell in the room. We know what's going on, big guy. We got you now.
And it's very simple. I know the answer for all of it because we all do.
Because I'm a liar.
Pretty much the same thing.
You know the answer because you're a liar. We know the answer because we know you're lying. But go on. Go on, Will. Go on.
But we are all a little different as well. Ad revenue. Those little commercials that you see pop up in these videos. We get a percentage. We get like a penny, 2 pennies, 3 pennies for those commercials that you see. And on this channel here...
Someone's asking if they can see me talking about them with Adam the Woo and their finances and how they make money and everything, and me talking about Don's disability. I don't know if that did very good clips or did Lemonheads share that. You might be able to type in Will and Don Adam the Woo. It was a pretty long thing. It was like 2 hours. But that's the thing they are addressing here. You know what? I'll if I can find it, I'll upload it to this Rumble channel if I can find it.
Approximately about 600,000 views a month. It goes up. I mean, we normally a few years ago we were getting more views, so it was up around 8 and 9.
No, you get more now. You used to post more.
We're getting almost pretty close to 1 million views a month, but these days we get about 500,000 and 600,000 views. So if you're making 2 and 3 cents, depending on different things, times that.
Ooh, okay.
By the 600,000 views a month.
Okay.
And it will give you a rough estimate of really
3 cents.
What we make on YouTube. We do get a 1099
times
at the end of the year.
Okay.
So we do pay taxes. In fact, I pay taxes quarterly.
$18,000. What did I say? And he goes, I'm addressing rumors. I told you guys, he's making close to 20K. I've said this before on Lemon Party. I've said this before. They're making around $20,000 a month doing this. I've said this before. I know this.
To the IRS. I give them about 20%, and then that will fluctuate as, the end of the year closes and you finally, you do your final taxes at the end of the year and everything pans out. Normally we pay about 20% of that. Is it enough to live on? For Dawn and I, it is. It is enough for us to live on. But then again, our situation is a lot different than most situations. Yep. I think some folks might find it struggling to make a living on YouTube. So, I mean, everybody's situation. I guess that's the biggest thing about this subject in general is that it doesn't work for everybody in their situations. You got kids, you got this, you got that. It's a whole nother ball of wax.
Sure, it's a ball
Also,
of wax.
YouTube
A ball of wax.
Not.
In other words, a snack for you and Don. Oh, look, Don, it's a ball of wax. Don't throw that. Just because you're no, come on. Just because it's around the bay bell cheese. Give me it. It's red. It's nice. It looks like my nose. Give me a bite.
Guaranteed, you can have a really good month, and then have some very bad months.
So people are wondering where Don is. I think he said, "Go wait in the car. I don't want you to see me lie like this."
And then have some very bad months. Now, with that being said, there are other ways that you can get funding to create these YouTube videos, and that is fan funding.
He's going to talk about the Patreon, yeah.
We don't have any fan funding, and that's one of the rumors I want to stop in its tracks. We do not have a Patreon. We used to.
I talked about their Patreon.
Back when we didn't make any money on YouTube. But as we started making money off the ad revenue, we had decided...
Hey, Will. It's nice to finally meet you. My name's Ben Avery. I look forward to knowing you the rest of my life.
We were going to stop that because, we just decided to stop that. Now, don't get me wrong. There are creators out there who have Patreons. But they also spend...
They put the Jeep in dog mode when Dawn's in there, so she doesn't overheat. Well, he's filming a... he's filming a parking lot, talking about how he doesn't have a Patreon and how much money. It's
money
really, he's crashing
than us
out
to make their videos. In fact, those folks out there
He's probably not filming himself, honestly, because his face is so red because he's so mad. He's so irate.
Making videos every single day. They're traveling all over the world. And that is how they do it because of the extra income that they get from things like Patreon.
It's crazy how he's breathing like that, just standing up.
Selling merchandise and things like that. And there is nothing wrong with that. In fact, I think it's a great idea. But Dawn and I had just decided ourselves that we wanted to not have fan funding. I was rambling so much, my SD card filled.
Wow.
And I had to clear some of it out.
He's losing track of time because he is so... I mean, his inside must look like a big Wetzel's pretzel. He's twisted up inside. He's talking a lot of bullshit. He's talking a lot of BS.
We do not have any fan funding. We do not have a Patreon. We do not have super chats on our live streams. There's a big rumor going around that...
I said that. I thought they had super chats. My wife used to give them money. You're welcome, by the way. It's my money. No offense to her. It's our. I'm kidding. Obviously, it's our. It's ours. Obviously, I'm joking. But I just want to say, Will, technically, I earned it. My wife gave it to you. You're welcome.
We have super chats that we are collecting money and all this and that and all this and that, and it's not true.
My wife used to give you money, dude.
Another thing is, folks,
moves right on. I know people have given them money in the super chats. You guys have given them money in the super chats. What are you talking about?
Because we get cards in the mail that we are getting tons of money for that.
I talked about the gift cards. I did a big thing on the gift cards that they were getting. He watched the whole video. He watched my whole channel. He watched the whole thing.
And the answer to that is no. Yes, we do get, every now and then someone will send us a small gift card for dinner out, and that's exactly what we do. And we do appreciate those folks for doing it.
Yes, J-Dog says in the Discord, they Do super chats. Everybody's seen it. He's a big liar, man. He's a big fat liar.
Sometimes we'll get a little money for the gas tank. But there is no way enough revenue there to even, in a year, to even pay for parking at on one of these cruises we do. So those are faults. Those are people just passing a narrative off that, you know, we're some kind of, you know, evil people and all this and that. Yeah, so I think we've seen the park and its construction process pretty well. I do have a couple more things I want to talk about, and then we'll call this video
The shame. The
now.
inverted
Dawn and
camera
I have been
of
hurt
shame.
in the past.
Here we go. It gets better. Oh shit. Here we go. He walked to the other end of the field, and he was pausing and trying to collect his words to express him. He's very angry right now. You see the cut? He went from there. He went all the way over to here.
Dawn and I
with
have
the
been
cut.
hurt
Here we go.
in the past
Very mad.
on YouTube by other folks, other creators. And I'm not throwing shade at anyone, but, you know, and so since the beginning of YouTube, we have taken a different approach. We decided to keep to ourselves over the years, not to get involved with many other folks. We don't really collab. We don't, you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
And that's because we just feel it's less drama for folks who watch our channel. If there isn't always this drama between everyone. I do know there was a lot of great folks out there that wanted to, wanted to be involved or wanted, to collab or wanted, a YouTube.
He's letting you know it's not because, it's like people aren't asking him to collab left and right. Will's just not passing out the pieces to anybody. Keeps that to himself. He knows how show business works. He can't give himself up for just anybody. He keeps it close to the vest. This is Yankee in the South we're talking about here. There's a certain standard with Will, okay? He won't just go on anyone's show. He won't just have anyone go to a steakhouse with him. He won't just have anyone try out the new Grinch meal at McDonald's with him. Because there's an art to it. He calls himself an artist. He talks about himself like he's Van Gogh. He is so conceited. So here we go.
A business adventure, and we had shied away from it. It was nothing personal to anybody in general. It's just that we didn't. Eventually, people are going to bump heads. We don't always think the same. We all have different feelings.
He's talking about he used to do more stuff with Chris and Mindy. Now he doesn't hang out with them anymore because they feel like they're too famous for Chris and Mindy. And we've covered this before, but, he went over Chris and Mindy's place for New Year's, and they were doing a live stream, and he set up his own live stream. They were like, hey, we're doing our live stream. Could you maybe? And then Will and Dawn made them move their own live stream at their own house on New Year's into their kitchen. And Will and Dawn had the floor in Chris and Mindy's living room on New Year's to go live. They didn't just join in with Chris and Mindy's. They were well, we have to do our thing. Will brought a ring light and a whole setup. It was one of the rudest things I've ever seen. My heart breaks for Chris and Mindy and to this very day for that. On top of this, Will didn't even let Chris and Mindy know if him and Dawn were coming to the party until 2 or 3 hours before. Chris and Mindy had a whole spread. Will and Dawn didn't chip in. They had food, they had drinks, they had everything. Will walks in and he asked them to take their live stream into the kitchen. They had to stand between the refrigerator and the window. Yank My Woo knows what I'm talking about. Now they don't hang out with Chris and Mindy anymore. They used to waddle around town and, eat lollipops and hamburgers and all sorts of crazy stuff. But now they are alone. They really don't collaborate with anybody. And the only person they really pretended they were friends with is dead. Adam the Woo, rest in peace. I don't know how he died, by the way. I think I said in another video, like he took his own life. I don't know what happened. But he died. But Will was not friends with him and totally was using his death for clout.
All have different.
Really sad.
You know what I mean? And eventually someone's not going to see eye to eye. And it's a little bit different in the YouTube world than if you were in like a real life scenario. The difference is that there's 100,000 people there also involved in that. And it makes it a very toxic thing. And so with that being said,
Toxic
a lot
because
of folks
of you.
use
You're
that
the
against
toxic
us. Like,
element.
hey, they don't have nothing to do
You're the
with
toxic
anybody.
element.
They don't.
That's you, Will. Please stop
And
this
that's
madness.
not the case. The case is that we just don't want any drama. Now, Dawn and I, in 2026, we want to change that. We feel that was a mistake. We
You've
do
closed
want
yourself
to
off a lot. Well, you're going to die
be
now.
more open and be more, with other creators and other folks out there. We do understand that everything's not going to work out. And yes, it will probably bring drama. And we will deal with that as
because
it
of
comes.
you. No, because of you.
But we want to be, and we've already have started, new relationships on YouTube. And we want to get to know
You guys, I need to tell you guys right now, you need to start preparing yourself for Will passing away. The doctors are telling him, the curtain, they're ready at the curtains. Stage left and stage right. They're ready to draw those curtains closed. It's about to be a wrap for Yankee in the South. A snack wrap. It's closing time. All the sweet treats have been had. The kids have gone to bed. The customers have all left. That manager is ready to close up shop. But maybe there'll be a final chapter for them if they can get their health under wraps. If they can find the narrow path that we're told many don't find. It is a sad realization, but they've already admitted it's not boding well that he said, I know we're going to fail. So he's already saying we're not going to do it. They don't know how to not eat what they eat. They can't learn how to not eat what they eat. They got big bowls of Meow Mix. They shove chocolate bars up their own ass. They're in the drive-thru every damn day in that yellow Jeep. They're in the twilight right now. They look out at the sky and they see the sun almost extinguished. They see the big red dawn drawing near. And I'm not talking about his wife. It's almost done for them. So I want you guys right now, the way you have to prepare your soul for temptation, I too want you to prepare your heart for the passing of these two. Not Dawn. I think apparently Dawn has the body of a 20-year-old, so she'll be fine. If her pussy really that good, she's going to be more than gold. And I think if she stops hanging out with Will, she'll lose 100 pounds. I don't think she wants to eat half this shit. She doesn't look like she's having fun. She doesn't like half the shit she tastes. So anyway, hopefully, everything works out. I pray for the health of these two. I don't pray for their downfall, especially Dawn. I love Dawn. I'm sorry you're in this toxic relationship. I hope that you find, whatever it is you need to find in this dark maelstrom of Will's awful and terrible tantrums and his terrible, the hurricane of his ego is just catastrophic. He is a dangerous, dangerous man. He is a bully. I know he doesn't treat you well, but Don, just hold on for dear life. Hold on for dear life, Don. You're going to outlive him. You know that. The doctors told you you're going to outlive him. You got the body of a 20-year-old. You're going to see brighter days. You're going to be just fine. As for Will, we don't know. We don't know. His spirits are low, but regardless, right now, we have more to attend to in this video. Here we go, right here. Here we are.
Everybody a little bit better. I would say that the Dollywood creator meetup had opened our eyes.
God damn.
There's a lot of folks that we just, not that we didn't like them, it was just because
the Dollywood meetup was a turning point for them. The day of the Dollywood meetup.
We didn't want to get involved with anyone.
You film knickknacks and gift shops. You eat fried cheese. What is the... He really thinks he's some sort of king. Really, really. Heavy wears the crown. He's like... I bet he sits across from Don sometimes like he's Tony Soprano. He's like, you have any fucking idea what it's like to be me? Do you have any idea what it's like to be the fucking boss? Huh? You know what that's fucking like? Don's like, no. I gotta fucking decide if we're gonna eat McDonald's tomorrow or Burger King. You know, that fucks with my head. Sometimes I can't fucking breathe, Don, literally because of the food we're eating, but also because of the decisions that have to be made to run this business. You know what it's like to be number one? You know what it's like to order a number one, Don? I gotta order the number one for you. And then I get the number two. We know how it is. You like the chicken nuggets, I like the Big Mac. But fucking seriously, man, it's like, I don't know what is with his ego, man. It drives me nuts.
And we realize that these folks are really cool. There's a lot of cool folks out there. And we all have our problems. But we feel that we want to, we want to be more community oriented in our channel. And also talking about the past. The past is the past. We shouldn't dwell on the past.
The past.
Also, we had made mistakes in our past too. Do we regret it? We don't regret anything, but I think there could have been better ways to handle the things that had come up, had presented themselves to us. And also we have a lot of folks in our ears as well. And I started to realize over time that
everybody else,
there's a lot of people.
This is the thing with Will. Everybody else is the problem. There's nothing he can do. Well, his doctors told him he has to start eating, but he's going to fail, but whatever. He's hoping to change, whatever. But let me talk about all the people out there that have it wrong and have wronged me. Victim, 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 victim.
People.
Not once has Will said he's in control of anything. That's his big thing. Even with the diet, he goes, oh, I don't know. Well, we're going to fail, but what? There's so many forces out of my control right now with the rumors and the this and the that. No. I get that, Will. Didn't your doctor tell you yesterday evening that you were going to surely be on a cold slab soon? Did your doctor not tell you that you would meet your creator soon if you didn't shape up? Me thinky you're watching my YouTube videos to distract yourself from that From that ticker of yours. From that big shitty ticker you got in your chest. Now, I don't know what's going on with you, and I pray for the best. I really do. It must be scary. It must be terrifying. But, Will, you do this all the time. You fucking do this. You always blame everybody else but yourself. You always do this. You always do this. You never take responsibility. And it pisses me. It's the thing that pisses me off the most about you. It fucking pisses me off. And that's why you have Dawn around. So you never, ever, ever have to face yourself, the monster you are, the bully you've become. You always get to take it out on Dawn. You never have to turn it inward. You can't be happy. So you have to make everyone around you more miserable than you. That's your form of happiness. Fuck you. Leave Dawn alone. Free Dawn. You don't know how much longer you have left. None of us do. How about you give Dawn a day? How about you let her drive the car? I don't know if she legally can, but why isn't she ever driving? Maybe let her control the radio every now and then. Maybe let her pick the restaurant. Shame on you. Dawn is the best thing that's ever happened to you. And you treat her like garbage. You treat her like dog shit. And every day in subtle ways, you remind her that she's nobody. That she's number two. That she's secondary to you. Who are you? Who the fuck are you? Really? I'm asking you, Will. Who the fuck do you think you are? You think you're better than your wife? She's better than you in every way. And if you'd receive her, you could learn how to love yourself. And the way that she shows you love and compassion and care, you receive none of it. None of it. Because you don't listen. You're gonna die, Will. The Grim Reaper's waiting outside your door. And he's not gonna use that scythe to slice that hoagie that's sitting in front of you. He's gonna use it to slice your throat. Death's coming, and it ain't me. It ain't me. I got my own health problems, Will, let me tell you. Be kind, man. You're gonna blink and it's all over. Stop taking this shit so seriously. You have a YouTube channel where you eat donuts. You're caught in this web of drama and this and that. Will, put the camera down. Would you take Dawn on a date? Would you take her to see a movie? I'm sure I don't know what she watches. Maybe one of the World Tour one of the Trolls movies. Or maybe one of the Trolls movies is in theaters. Take her to see that. You know, something for 6-year-olds. Take her to see a movie that babysits Mexican toddlers while their mom walks around the mall. Take her to see something nice. Go out to dinner. Tell them it's her birthday, even though it isn't. Make it special. Have them come out with the ice cream. Doesn't she love things that sparkle? Doesn't she love candles and stuff? She probably gets really excited with the candles that you blow out, the trick candles you thought you blow out and they come back again. Won't she like something like that? Take her to hibachi. She calls hibachi magic. She thinks hibachi's probably like a magic show or something. I'm just saying, man, like, I don't know, man. The Taco Bell tolls for thee, Will.
A lot of things in our heads. And it's not until after you clear and you reflect, you start to see things for what they are. And that's another learning curve that we've learned is sometimes things are not always as they appear. You know, we don't live in a perfect world. We are not perfect ourselves, nor is anyone.
Something only narcissists say. You know, I'm not perfect. I know people think I am, but I'm not. I know that it looks like I have a perfect life.
And we've made mistakes, just like anybody else. We're human. We're all sinners. And I wish in a perfect world, a utopia, we could.
No,
all...
I'm telling you guys, him babbling about like self-reflection is the craziest thing he's ever done. It's a fascinating character study.
Wish in a perfect world, a utopia, we could all, everything can work out and be roses and everybody can love one another.
Mm-hmm.
And I realize one thing, you know, that isn't always, you know, that's wishful thinking, right? And yet again, be careful what you hear. It's a lot of exaggeration out there. A lot of people just trying to make their own narrative. One of the biggest ones we get, though, is that we're on.
Here we go. This one, I stood out of my chair with my cane, of course, when I heard this. Ready? Here we go.
Narrative. One of the biggest ones we get, though, is that we're on state assistance, or I have sued somebody.
Yes. Two things I said that he got money in a big lawsuit or an inheritance, and also Don is on disability. When I heard this, I go, confirmed. He heard my whole rant. He heard my whole video.
Or I have sued
Confirmed.
somebody.
Hi, Will.
And
Hi.
got a great big inheritance.
Yep, I said that.
Or
yeah.
Oh gosh, what are some of the other things people say? I won the lottery. And those are all untrue.
I may have even said that too as an offhand thing.
I had a really good job, and I invested in different things.
And what?
And I'm not going to get into detail.
What did you invest in? Please.
On that, because
what did you buy NVIDIA when it was $1? Get fucked. Will. Yeah, I bought Palantir when it was like at 14 a share. I waited for the IPO, and then I waited for it to drop a couple years later, and then I said this is the time to buy. Shut the fuck up.
There's privacy, but the thing about it is that all that is not true. I don't know where folks come up with that. I think it's, yet again, they're trying to make a villain.
Just say you have low cost index funds that you were putting away in a 401k. Okay, stop acting like you. Yeah, you did. I bought Bitcoin in 2014. Okay, stop.
Where folks come up with that. I think it's, yet again.
What's your investment? A high yield savings account. Good. Smart thinking, Will.
I don't know where folks come up with that. I think
you're Warren Buffett, if anything. I'm an investor.
It's
sure.
Yet again, they're trying to make a villain out of us.
No.
We are blessed.
Nope, not doing
to
that.
Have this YouTube channel.
I'm trying to make you better.
We definitely would not travel as much.
I'm just playing the videos. I'm just letting the footage roll.
And have the money for admission to get into attractions if it wasn't for YouTube in the ad revenue. Dawn, are you on disability?
No.
Do you get a pension?
No.
Are you on disability?
He's so fucking mean. He's so... I know I just went on a rant about him needing to be nice to her, but like, fuck, that's so funny. You have a YouTube channel where you stick a camera in your wife's face and ask her if she's on disability as she looks like she's been crying in the car for 30 minutes as you've been ranting around this parking lot.
In the ad revenue. Mean. Dawn, are you on disability?
No.
Do you get a pension?
No. I wish I did. I wish I got a pension.
And these
I had one where I worked, but they made us pull them out, and I didn't pull mine out because there wasn't much in there to begin with.
You got a pretty good 401.
Yeah.
You know.
From what?
Yes.
From what?
You know. Yeah. But it's amazing what people come up with, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's amazing. And we want to set that straight, you know?
Yeah,
And
okay.
I think we're going to set that straight now. And that way we can move on in 2026. I don't think it's going to stop anybody from still trying to make their narrative, try to convince others of their narrative of us. But at least the folks who see this video will at least hear from us. Believe us or not, it is what it is.
That's how you know you're lying. You say, believe me or not. We know you're lying. You're
And
a big,
God is
big
my
liar.
witness.
Yeah, you don't
It's my word.
Yeah, God, you are God in your world. So you are your own witness. So I call bullshit on that.
Now's a good time if you have the desire
Look, it's the liar's face. There it is. That's the smile you make after you've been lying for half an hour.
to start a YouTube channel.
He's full of shit. Now here he goes at the end. He tries to, he doesn't want to be like the villain anymore, the mean guy, the guy who takes advantage of people's deaths and stuff, and is an opportunist, a scumbag. So here's what he does. Ready? At the end, he does this call to action that he's never done before, to be supportive of other people. So it's this fake New Year's resolution. I'm on a diet and I'm going to be nicer and spread kindness and cheer horseshit that most people drop by January 2nd. Here you go. Here's Will's version of it. Here we go.
Yeah, start one up.
Here it is.
Put a video out there. Don't worry what people say. Just be yourself. Always be yourself.
Yep.
Do a subject that you enjoy, because if it makes it or it doesn't make it, at least you had a good time doing it. And that's it for our walk and talk.
Thanks, Mr.
Our
Rogers.
deep dive
Excellent
into
stuff.
things. We're hoping 2026 will be a good year. And yet again, I don't think this video is going to change anything, but maybe give an understanding to some of those folks out there that
made it worse.
wondering what we've been doing, what has happened, and what we're doing into the future. Thank you so much.
All you did, Will, every time you do this, you just lead us a little bit deeper into the cave. And our flashlight gets a little bit brighter. You hand us one more Duracell to pop in that bad boy. And we look at the things, the markings on the wall, the creatures behind the rocks, the troglodytic beasts that you keep in there, and we are horrified. This is why we can't look away. We can't look away. With each passing year, we unearth new discoveries. Really incredible. I mean, look how miserable Dawn is, man. She used
for
to have so
watching
much light
our little videos
in
here.
her, but Will stuck his two fangs into her neck and drew her blood.
You guys are what makes this happen. And yeah, what do you think, Dawn?
Hopefully 2026 will be a good year
I do. I hope so too.
for all of us.
And maybe we'll do a little more of these walk and talks. I know there's
You didn't walk at all. Did anyone see him walking? He walked from about like here into here, back and forth a few times. Other than that, I didn't see walking. Is shifting your weight considered walking to him?
a few things that people are probably wondering about us that we haven't touched base, and some things, yet again, we're not going to share with anybody. I picked the best place to do this video today.
You hear a pilot lean out the window. Fuck you, Will and Dawn. Eat shit. Oh wow, the pilot is dropping he's dropping a big dropping a big poop out of the plane. You know the planes keep all the shit from the bathroom and he just released that. It's about to kill me and Dawn. Well, if it doesn't kill us, we can carry it around on a radio flyer wagon like Joe Dirt. And put ketchup on it and eat French fries.
Also, And there are people in our lives. I know a lot of folks have questions about my mom, my sister, other people in our life. But you got to remember, they're not on YouTube. They're not making any income from this.
You're a bad guy then, because you haul them around. You ask them questions. You make them do content and bullshit with you all the time, and you don't pay them. You don't buy their meal. You don't take care of the bill. They never want to be on camera. It's familial obligations for them. How many times, Will, in private have they been like, hey, can we just like go to dinner and you not film it? And you explain to them that this is your business and how you make an income and blah, 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 and guilt trip them. But you do it all the time. I bet you love wielding that. That little get out of narcissism jail free card that you wave around. I gotta film this for my channel, for my fans. Fans. He uses the word fans. They eat sandwiches, but they have fans. You know, like how the Beatles had fans? The way like Bruno Mars has fans or Taylor Swift. Will and Dawn have fans. We got to do it for the fans. Yeah, but Will, can't we just like go out as a family? Well, you don't understand. Like, you know, some YouTube months are bad and some are high and people are being really, okay, whatever. And he's like, really? And he pulls out the camera. Hey guys, welcome to a new episode of Yankee in the South.
They're just a part of our life and we do share it with you, but you do have to...
Wait, that was a tell.
Part of our life.
Wait.
Any income from this. They're just a part of our life and we do...
They are a part of our life. Not we are a part of their life. Do you see how he thinks? He is the solar source of the pool of all the planets in his life. It's sick. Oh, well, but they're a part of our life. Yeah. So sometimes they're in the videos because, you know, they kind of, they come into the picture every once in a while and then they go back out. But it's you know, they're a part of us, actually. Everybody I see is an extension of me. Everybody is a projection of my own psyche. And a servant that I will see fit to my own life, to my own advantage. He doesn't pay them. Unbelievable. How many hours have they given him at this point? I don't ever see him pick up the whole check. Pretty fucked up. Pretty
share
fucked.
It with you.
Pretty fucked, Will.
But you do have to, you know, it's up to them if they want to talk about their personal lives on the internet, which I don't think anybody in my family or anybody I know wants to talk about their personal life. So definitely respect those folks out there. Respect, you know, our family and our friends too. And that's it.
No one has any problems with them. He always says this. Hey guys, my mom and my sister, blah, blah, blah. No one has anything bad to say about them. Everybody just says, oh, those poor people, clearly they don't want to be on camera and you are holding them hostage. No, there's no comments that are negative about them. They're very sweet, kind people. We don't have a problem with any of them, Will.
Folks,
and you know that.
Thank you so much
and you know
for
that.
joining us
it's been my
on our
pleasure.
little adventures. Now it's time for you to go out there, have your own. If you're going to start a YouTube channel, now's the time to do it. Don't do it for money. Do it for fun. And I hope success comes to you. And God bless you guys. We love you. And we'll see you guys next video. Bye, everyone.
Yeah, no, we'll be seeing you real soon.
Lord willing and the creek don't rise.
God damn, man. That was fun.